Sorry for the lighting, guys. I know it's dark, hard to see. So our fuel filter's down in here on the cover, so I think we got to take this this air breather off. So to take the air breather off, I believe it's just those two bolts right there holding that bracket on. That took our filter off. Loosen that a little more. Well, no I don't. I'm just going to move that out of the way. I don't even have to take that hose off. We got enough room here now. We got enough room here now to get that out. Alright, so first take this electrical clip off. Vent. Up there out of the way. Just got a little clamp on it. Oh my goodness, it's got some force. Push it off with the screwdriver. Now, nope, turn that right off by hand. You know what? I'm going to clean that up first with the blowgun. Drain for a minute. Well, there's a gasket, that's for sure. I'm just going to cover Cover that hole up so we don't get no fumes in here choking us out. There's our filter. So I think we got to push these clips in here. There's 2 on each side, 4 in total, and we'll slide this unit right off. I think we can just push on them with a screwdriver. Let's see. That pops off pretty easy actually. There, that's pretty easy. I mean, look at the dirt. Look at that. So that just slides over there. And it just pulls off. You can see it's got the tabs for underneath. Okay, so now we got, see that little metal clip? We've got to try and pop that off with a screwdriver. Just kind of work it. Almost. It's coming, slowly. There we go. All right, so we got our metal clip off. Holds that on. Can't lose that. Now this should just pull right off. Same thing, guys, this got another little metal clip on it right there, so just trying to pry this off real easy. You can see it's coming. Now I think when you take your bike into the dealer for a fuel filter replacement, they want you to buy the whole assembly. So here's the whole pack we got off Amazon. Oh look, comes even with a new metal clip. That's good, right there. Can't see me ever needing this many. Bike has 20,000 miles on it right now. So each filter, yeah, comes with a new clip, so that's nice. Oh, look at that. It comes with the metal fastener too. So you don't need to reuse any of those. That's awesome. Okay, so let's get this on. Same way she come off. Okay. I knew it was too good to be true. Look at the difference in the thickness. This one and that one. Totally different. I mean, it's got a metal clip inside it, but frag. Could try to grind that down a little bit. Alright, so I played around with that thing. And there's a metal tab built inside this as well. Where it's thicker, there's a metal tab right in the center. So I shoved that down with a screwdriver and that seemed to lock on pretty tight. And I tried to pull it off lightly and it would not come off, so without the pry of a screwdriver. So I'm going to go with that. Put our rubber back, put this back on. Like so. I'm going to blow that dirt out of that first. Put this back on. That just clips. I guess there is four clips on it. I'm gonna try and get all of them. Now we're good to go back on. Like I say, I'm not a fan, like I got them filters off Amazon, I'm not a fan of how that goes on. I wish it was like this so I could have used the second metal clip, but I don't want to grind anything off it. And there is a metal clip built in the center and it did go on tight, so I'm just going to go with it. Alright, let's get this back on the bike. The last thing we want to do is lose our gasket. I'm just going to work that back up onto the pump. This is kind of a trick to get this in here now. Now when that fits down in, guys, that's as far as it goes right there. You got about an inch gap where it should be. But remember that plunger on the bottom kind of has a spring on it. You can feel the spring when you push, so you just got to push down on it. Tight spot for your hands in here, guys. I think we're good. One more quick snap here. There. I think we're good. All right, electrical. fuel line here. There. Tighten that up. See what I mean by, you know how you give these a squeeze just to clean out your filter? It's kind of a shitty spot for that, right over top of that cover. I mean, all your dust and dirt's going to fall right on your gas cap cover. I mean, yeah, it's got a gasket on it and everything, but when you go to take it apart, you got to clean all that stuff out. All right, we got to tighten that small clamp up and this job's done. So they also say too that once you like where we changed that filter on the fuel pump, it also says to unhook your negative terminal on your battery for 10 to 15 minutes, and that's supposed to help reset your limp modes as well. So we'll try that. We might as well do everything. So under the passenger seat, you'll see that symbol, the battery. I believe they're just in there by rubber grommet, so you give that a pull. That just pulls off, and there's your battery. So we'll loosen up that terminal. And that's supposed to reset the system as well. So we'll leave that for 10 or 15 minutes. And then we'll hook everything back up and give it a try. And they say if that doesn't fix it with what you've done, like we changed the filter, then you got to take it in and get the computer plugged into it to diagnose the issue. All right, so it's been a good 15 minutes. We've had this negative post off here. Put it back on. You can see our cover, it just fastens onto that rubber grommet. That's it. Alright guys, so we got that filter changed. I'm going to back the bike out and we'll see if that fixed our issue. Hopefully it did. You've seen how that filter was a little thicker than the original one. Not a fan of that, but you know, make sure when you do change yours, I'd advise you to get the proper one, the exact same thing, so it locks on tighter. I mean, that one seemed to lock on okay, but I might stop at the dealer and see if I can get the exact same thing and check that one again in 3 or 4 months, see if it's still on there. Hopefully it is. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take a chance on it. All right, we'll back the bike out and see if that fixed the issue. Okay, so before, when I backed the bike out and just let it idle in the yard, it took about a couple minutes, maybe 3 minutes, then it would go right into limp mode. So we'll see what it does. Once it went into limp mode, I'd have to shut it off and restart it again. Then as long as I come right onto the fuel and got going, got the bike moving, it was fine. But as soon as I started to slow down and stop, it would go back into limp mode again. So we'll give it a little bit. Look at that, guys, 19,736, 20,000 miles on this bike. Still works like brand new. Hopefully that filter fixed this issue. And it's looking like it did, because it would have been in limp mode by now. Like I said, it didn't take long, before a minute or two. Dial around, see what it does. Like I say, before it would have been in limp mode by now. That's a 12-inch. I think I need a 14. Well, I'd say that definitely fixed the issue. That makes me happy. That was a cheap fix. You know, with these new bikes, when stuff like that goes wrong, you pretty much got to take it and get it plugged into the computer to see what the issue is. Like I say, I changed the air filter, so you might as well start with the cheapest things first. Work your way into it. There, that's awesome. No more limp modes. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. If you like the content, give it a big thumbs up. We'll catch you on the next video.